Coach, your initial reaction when you found out your guy made it?
I was excited. Excited for him. He deserves it. I was happy to see the fans vote him in. Also, too, excited for hopefully DeMar getting the coaches to vote for him. He deserves it also. We got two bona fide guys that have played well and deserve the recognition by being an All-Star. And also, too, like I told the guys this morning, it's a team thing. Other players allowing Kyle to be Kyle, play his game, help him be successful. It's a team award. And, all the guys in that room are just as much responsible.
Luis was with him in Houston. He told us yesterday that he knew he'd be a good player, but he wasn't sure if he'd be this good. When you guys got him back in the trade 4 years ago, could you have expected that he'd be at this point now?
I knew Kyle was a very good player. Didn't know he was an all-star. I think what he's done, our team has done over the last few years, has gotten him that recognition. He's been able to play his game, improve his game. He's had, a lot of our stuff is built around him here. He and DeMar, so he's had the opportunity to flourish and grow, and we've had some success. Not a lot of success, but some success. So, that's where he's come from. He wasn't an all-star when he first got here, but he's made himself into an all-star.
What do you think makes him into an all-star? Is it his athleticism, his brain, his vision, all of the above?
All of the above. I think that in team success, if we're, in bottom of the barrel, he's not an all-star probably. No matter how many points you score, there's a lot of guys below that line that are not all-stars. But because he has all the above, plus he's helped us win a couple of divisions and win some games, that's what he's done. He's willed us to a lot of games with his heart and how hard he plays. He sets the tone. So that's one of the main reasons, because there's a lot of talented players in the NBA, but they're not winners. And I think that differentiates the All-Stars versus some of the guys that are putting up big numbers.
Why have he and DeMar fit so well as a backcourt? We see sometimes there can be really good guards, but sometimes when you put them together, it's difficult, especially when both guys like to handle.
Right. Yeah, they do. Both of them are ball handlers, kind of one-on-one type guys. But one is more outside the line. Kyle is more of a three-point guy, and DeMar is more the inside. Both of them are pick-and-roll players, and what allows them to work together well, too, DeMar has really improved his pick-and-roll game where he can find Kyle spaced out on the weak side. So their strong points and their skill sets really complement each other. And then they're best buddies, and that helps too. They like each other. They genuinely like each other. So all the above has helped them, have some success. Again, we haven't done a lot. I mean, we're still growing, and guys don't want to hear that, but we still are a work in progress. We're not a finished product. I don't know if we've played a complete game yet. As far as our group goes, I know we haven't had the same group together, so there's still a lot of growth within our team.
Is that promising, though, in the sense that you're not there where you want to be, but even sort of the East has been packed together, you guys have separated yourself from some teams?
Right. Well, yeah, it is. It's very promising. Promises, is like Christmas coming. You look forward to it, but it's not there yet. So we're excited about what we can do, but again, it's about work. It's about doing more than just talking about it, getting it done on the court each and every night, every quarter, not every other quarter. Every quarter is what we got to build toward. But those two are a big part of what we're doing.
Is he team a pretty good indicator of how small the room for error is in this Eastern Conference, where the injury bug hits for a week or two and all of a sudden you move down a few slots?
No question. It's so tight. You have one bad week and you're out of the money. And fortunately, with our injuries, other guys have stepped up, picked up the slack. We hadn't had a lot of drop-off, but we have no room for error. Our margin for error is very slim as a team. We got to bring the energy and focus each night. We got to outwork the team that we're going against each night. We can't let a team come in and outwork you. There's a way I thought Boston did the other night in the second quarter. So, that's our margin for error. It's very slim. And again, even though we got DeMar and Kyle, we can't take quarters off.
You've spoken about not taking teams lightly, but then I'm sure the history is looking at a team like Miami. Everybody seems to be hurt. They're scuffling a little bit. How hard is it to keep the guys focused?
It's not hard. It's very, very easy to stay focused for me and to relay that to the team. That team over there is a championship team. We haven't won anything, Doug. We haven't won a championship. They've won 2. That team over there, the core, the star, Dwayne Wade has won 2 championships. Coach Spoelstra has won 2 championships. So that should be enough right there. They're a prideful team, even though they're injured, they're rattled with injury. There's a lot of pride in that locker room. And if we don't come out and respect that pride, respect that championship mentality that they have, it could be a tough night for us. Again, we can't. Our record, we're not who our record is. We've got to be a hungry team each night, and not believe the hype, because we've seen that story before.
Or not try to bring hype, but there's a chance you could be coaching the All-Star. I mean,
I haven't even thought about it whatsoever. None. I'm worried about the first quarter tonight. Those things are fun. We had 2 of them in Seattle as a staff, and they're a lot of fun. But hadn't even back then didn't think about it until it hit, and they told us we were coaching in the game.
What does it do for your team when guys like Kyle and maybe DeMar get that kind of an accolade?
It should. What's the word I'm looking for? It should give us some confidence to know that those guys, other guys, helped them get that. They allowed them to play. They supported them. They were teammates. They set screens for them. They spaced. They made passes to them. They received passes from them. So without those other guys in the locker room, they couldn't have made it. So it should empower them. Is what it should do. It should give them confidence. Say, hey, look, we're doing something good to help these guys make it. But again, it takes all 15 guys in the locker room to do it.
Can you lobby for DeMar? Will you lobby for
No
DeMar?
question, I will, and not going to say how, but I will, and have. So.